Favorite Charles Barkley moment. I'm sorry. When he talks about them big ass women from San Antonio. I love them big ass women. I mean, they beautiful. Ain't nothing better than the women than the beautiful big women. There's nothing better than them beautiful big women. We need somebody warm and thick to hold on into the winter, and we want to hold on to them type of woman. When he talks about the Victoria's Secrets, when he talks about them drawers and all that other stuff, or especially when he talked about and BRF mentioned this. Of course, we cannot forget the Jussie Smollett situation.
Oh, yes. Oh boy, that's one of my favorite inside the NBA segments of all time, boy. Because if you were gonna segue into me as far as what's my favorite moment, the Jussie Smollett one is like right up there. First off, do not write it. Yeah, what? Do not write checks or everything. Yeah, that was hilarious. What did he say? What the one thing that you not expect coming into this year? Two black guys beat another black guy up. Like I was done. I was done because I knew exactly what he was talking about. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Hey, if you wanted something done, you should have called Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson. He'd have solved all your damn problems. He'd have solved all your damn problems.
I know it sounds weird. The steam room. How he talked about the steam room
The
incident.
bracelet?
How he got that bracelet. Yeah.
Boy, there are inside the NBA is just moments after moments after moments after moment. Like the one where they were talking about. Now it was the one time they were talking about all the playoff scenarios and everything, and they zoomed in on Charles Barkley, and they had the little monkey with the drum doing like this in the think box and
Undisputed world champ.
Ooh, well, how do I top that shit? That is crazy.
Well, there's Krispy Kreme. You talked about how you used to go to Krispy Kreme back in the day, just
I'm
like
trying
Charles.
to lay back off them Krispy Kremes. So, let's lay back off them creams, bro.
Oh boy,
but I gotta say the '93 finals. You know, take that shit off the windows. When when they didn't eliminate him in Chicago. that was because they were mad as hell. They had to go back to Chicago. They already thought, but they finna win. It was like, no, take that shit off the window. Him getting in a fight with Shaq. That was funny.
Oh, when he threw the ball at Shaq and then Shaq punched him.
Yeah, Shaq punched him and at least tried to punch him. The whole Bill Laimbeer fight where he beat the hell out of Bill Laimbeer. Back, I remember all of this stuff. Look, I was a huge Charles Barkley fan, man. I also had, his video game, Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam. Came out a year after NBA Jam. So
I love his sneakers.
Yeah, I love the sneakers too. I mean, Charles Barkley, number 34. Man, the ride mile of rebound. Plus, Auburn's not too far from here. So, he's a big staple in Auburn. NBA Finals, he had a great game. Oh, everybody remembers his shenanigans at the Olympics where he bowled the players from Angola when he was at the press conference. I don't know who Angola is, but Angola's in trouble. But David Robinson can't say nothing about it because he's a Christian. But
oh no, not that.
The I Am Not a Role Model commercial.
Yes,
that's the I'm Not a Role Model commercial. Look, man, if you want to see some, I gotta say it bluntly, man. If you want to see some funny shit, you have got to tune in to Ari Spears' part on Shaq's All-Star Comedy Jam. I never forget he said, Charles is another one. Charles can't talk for shit. It's like his mind and mouth is playing Marco Polo. It's not on the same record. And then, and then he was like, hey, Shaq, Charles, what do you think about Shaq being afraid to the finish time? The finish time, let me tell you something. The Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Kenny Kobe, everybody know Kobe, 40 pounds, 50 pounds. Let me tell you something. Everybody know Kobe. Then he just topped it off. He said, "Man, he started talking about shit that ain't got nothing to do with basketball. Krispy Kreme donuts is round like a rim, got a hole in it." But I'm not a role model, man, that cast him as the quote unquote villain. It's kind of cool. And look, some of those cases that he got into when he threw that guy out the window.
Out the window, yeah.
Yeah, I know that's bad, but I'm gonna just be real. When he said, when the judge had asked him, "Do you have any regret about this situation?" He said, "Yeah, I wish we was on like the 4th floor so he could have failed."
Yeah. Boy. Oh no, that real quick. That one inside the NBA segment with Shaq, he kept cutting Shaq off, and Shaq was like, "It's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, back to 1."
You gonna make me throw one of these chicken wings at your fat ass. Remember he told you, you gonna make me throw one of these chicken wings at your fat ass. But it gonna be some furniture. And look, I love him and Shaq's relationship. I love him and man, that's how two friends who you have always been around these two friends. Like you sit there and say, you motherfuckers have known each other way too long
right.
to be talking to each other like that.
Right.
And and then about 5 seconds later, "Hey man, you want a beer?" Like, what you want? But that's what they remind me of. Those two friends that these cats have known each other way too long, and they gonna get into it about something before it's all said and done, and they're gonna go back to being normal. That's what I like about Shaq and Charles' relationship, man. But look, the rebound, man. I had your clothes, I had your games, I had your shoes. You was an inspiration to guys like me. Like I said, I was a little tubby little guy growing up. So, when I saw Charles Barkley with the bald head, with the bad boy persona, and playing in Phoenix, that was good, man. That was a good thing.